Hey folks, Corey Zoller here, your Director of Player Development at Colorado Golf Club, and it's that time of year where your golf game might be in the back of your brain. However, I'm going to show you a couple of drills and a couple of devices that you probably have laying around your house that might actually help you improve your scoring, especially on those 3-footers, and improve your distance control. You might even be able to bring this to a holiday party at your house or someone else's house and be the life of the party. So stick with me and I'll tell you the things that you're going to need and explain the games that are going to make you a better putter this offseason. If you're one of the folks who are guilty of praying for gimmies or raking it from inside of 3 feet, these next couple of drills are for you. Putting to a hole is not necessary here. We're simply trying to figure out if we can get the ball to roll all the way off the end of the yardstick without falling off to the left or right. Building an awareness of your tendency to miss your start line on the left or right is an important step to grooving an improved stroke. Just make sure you have a flat spot to practice from, and then set goals for a certain number of successful attempts in a row. Aim to beat your previous score from your last practice session to add pressure and make it more fun. The next drill, you can use an alignment stick and a coaster to build awareness of your stroke mechanics. Put your coaster on the ground and then line your stick up with the right edge of it. Your yardstick or another alignment stick can be used to make a gate, but you really only need the one on the toe. You want to make sure that the ball is close enough that your toe sits just inside the stick and the ball is lined up with the center of your putter. Then, we're paying attention to see if our stroke goes out over the line or too far away from it on the inside. Ideally, you'll notice a slight in-to-in stroke. You can practice this drill with or without a ball in a hole, and once you become aware of these tendencies, you can set intentional goals for improving your stroke. It's a great way to practice any length of putt, but it's especially helpful to build confidence on shorter putts when you focus on what you want from your stroke instead of trying not to miss. When the greens open back up in the spring, find a straight uphill 3-footer and use this as a warm-up to boost your confidence and see the ball go in the hole consistently before a round. If you have more time, keep track of your consecutive makes to add pressure and fun to the practice, and yes, I'm counting this one. Next, we'll get into two of my favorite games that I picked up from the 2023 SoCal Coach and Teacher of the Year, Josh Alpert. All you'll need is 3 golf balls and a roll of masking tape. You can use tape or a flat coaster as your hole, and then create a 2-foot by 2-foot deep box around it. Then set tape at 3, 6, 9, and 12 feet to complete the setup. The make rates from 6 feet and out aren't in your favor, so I like to use 12 as a baseline with 24 as a perfect score. Now let's make sense of the name of the drill. The first putt from each distance will be with your left hand only. The second putt from each distance will be with your right hand only. And then third, we're going to close our eyes after we burn in the hole and the box and putt to what we see in our mind. A make is worth 2 points, and any ball resting on the line or within the box is worth 1 point. Use this drill to discover which hand behaves and which hand might be the troublemaker in your stroke. This drill single-handedly cured me of my yips when I found out that my right hand was the flinchy one, and I putted incredible when I closed my eyes and focused on the target rather than letting my brain fill up with the don'ts and negatives. Compete against your own high score or challenge some loved ones at your next family gathering, and set penalties like push-ups or wall sits to add fun pressure and put some skin in the game. Last but not least, we have the big squeeze. This drill is great for removing the pressure of trying to make a putt and focusing strictly on distance control inside of 15 feet to reduce 3 putts from inside the scoring zone. Use your masking tape to set the starting spot, then measure a 6-foot wide grid starting at 9 feet away and 15 feet away. First, you'll have to decide if you're going to go short to long or long to short, and the game begins when your first ball gets inside the grid. No matter where your first putt lands when you're going short to long, you have to have each subsequent putt go further than the last but stay inside the grid. If any of the next putts wind up outside the grid or short, the game starts over. The rules work the same for long to short, but it's reversed. Your first putt you want to try to get as close to the back edge as possible, and then each putt after should be shorter than the last but inside the grid. This is an incredible mental strength drill. It builds your grit and ability to focus on where you want the putt to go rather than trying to not hit it too far or too short. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. And no matter what, don't give up. You'll be surprised how good you get when you tough it out. 6 balls inside the grid is a pretty good baseline to add confidence that you can control your putt to within a foot from that 9 to 15 foot range and get rid of those pesky 3 putts inside of the scoring zone. Again, you can compete against yourself or challenge a buddy with fun penalties to put a little bit of extra skin in the game and get the hoots and hollers going at the party. Well, there you have it. There's a few inexpensive Really easy to set up drills and games that you can bring to the holiday party, and they're gonna make you rock solid from 15 feet and in this off season. If you found this at all helpful, number one, send it to somebody who you know can't make a 3-footer to save their life or is gonna 3-putt from 15 feet. Also, if you could subscribe, hit that like button, or leave a comment on something you'd like to see in the future, that would also do me a big favor. Until then, I'll see you on the next edition of Kozo's Coaching Corner.